Spring, the time of rains and verdant landscapes. A universal call echoes around, so familiar to us. It's telling us it is time to bring new life to these lands. Sometimes it drives us beyond known territories to find the best mates. Sometimes we find them right behind the corner. Sometimes we travel across the sea. Sometimes we stay together for life. But before we can extend our bloodline, the duty of being a parent comes first. Sometimes we're alone, mother or father. Sometimes children are lucky enough to be born in our loving families, and we can protect them together. But many of our children won't be given a fair start in life. If fate decides, their stories won't even start. Or they will be completely alone. If they're lucky enough, they find their strength in their siblings' bond. As parents, we give them our knowledge. We teach them paths that lead to safety. We teach them who is friend and who is foe. We show them how, sometimes, the courage to offer a small favor can give us a moment of safety. We teach them the art of survival. We sacrifice everything to secure this legacy. Life will make sure that only the strongest can survive. And only those can claim their future. To secure our bloodline in this world, sometimes we must face hardships so drastic and cruel that holding on to hope for a better tomorrow feels almost impossible. One of these stories begins in the many forests of Gondla. As we dive deep into the undergrowth, we meet one of the most bizarre animals that ever lived. Miragaia, cousin of well-known Stegosaurus. This is Orion, and she has company. Nearby, two males are well hidden from the sight of others. A miragaia herd is usually made from one breeding female, her two daughters, and up to 7 males. The females can be easily distinguished from males simply by the vibrant colors of their scales. They are the main protectors of the herd, and when the herd isn't on the move, they often patrol the area. Miragaia males don't possess any vibrant, bright colors, which helps them blend with the surroundings. They are less aggressive than females and have a stronger paternal instinct. Today, this group is very busy. Sharp spines sticking from bushes serve as a warning to any potential predator. Stay away from us. They're protecting a treasure hidden deep between the bushes. It's a shame this treasure has legs and loves to escape their safe den. Miragaia offspring, not even a week old. Here are 3 of them, but one, a female, which we will call Olin, is particularly curious about her surroundings, but still not brave enough to venture too far from the nest. Her other sister, Opal, is eager to take a look around too. Sense of danger? 0. Or less. There's danger lurking about. Miragaia are usually peaceful species, more bark than bite, unless outright attacked. They're lucky. This species of Tyranotitan prioritize hunting other carnivores above herbivores. Yet seeing a huge apex predator so close makes the miragaia anxious. When the day comes to an end, the miragaia move to a new place. As much as they'd all like to move together, one isn't coming with them. The youngest of the three, Ares, hatched into this world too weak. He doesn't have the strength to follow his parents. There is nothing they can do to help him. But his body won't go to waste. It will serve as a source of energy for others. The memory of him will eventually fade as the adults focus on the remaining two. The parents will only care for the offspring that can follow after them. Every year on Gondwa, there is one night that is shorter and much brighter than normal. The full moon shines with a silver light, creating opportunities for various animals to travel. Driven by thirst, the miragaia head to the nearest water source. They lost their second adult male somewhere. That's not a good sign. With one less pair of eyes to watch their surroundings, this pond can become a deadly trap. In the blink of an eye, they lost Opal. There is nothing that Orion and Otis can do against the Tyrant Queen. With only Olin left and 2 adults, the chances of raising this brood are quickly fading away. But perhaps there is still hope. Perhaps it had to happen so that something else could arrive. Perhaps it was a necessary sacrifice so that life could offer them a helping hand. An adult male, Tulio, is a new member to their small group. Visibly strong and healthy, he will help protect their only daughter. He's welcomed with joy, first by Orion, and then by Otis and Olin. Soon, all the bad memories are fading, and Olin is back to her old self, a youngling, both playful and a little cheeky. She's already testing the tiny spikes on her tail. And, of course, finding new ways to play. There is a lot to learn from the adults. From days to weeks, from weeks to months. In the 5th month of her life, Olin slowly begins to take more interest in her mom than in her father's. Orion won't miss a chance to show her strength to the males. And her daughter is mimicking her, not yet understanding why, exactly, she should chase smaller animals. Well, at least for her, it looks like fun. And there she goes. Well, that was a little rude. Mom doesn't appreciate this behavior. After a quick correction from her, Olin is reminded exactly where she stands. As they intend to cross a nearby river, they notice something in the water. This is a female Uranosaurus. She spends most of her life in the sea, so it's quite an unusual place for her to be. The adults have never seen a creature like this. For them, if something is in the water, it means danger, and it's wise to stay away. But curiosity gets the better of them, and it's the same for the Uranosaurus. They look at each other briefly before the giant fish decides to leave. She's here for a reason. A large lake lies above the nearby waterfall. It's a special place where Uranosaurus visits every year to give birth to their offspring. They can jump up above the waterfall thanks to their powerful muscles. For our herd, most of the days pass slowly, and with every new day, they're closer and closer to the dry season. Life seems to be more stable. As cruel as it can be, sometimes it can also be generous. It seems like another male tracked them down, and not just any random individual. This is Akkus, Otis's brother. He separated from the herds months ago, just before the Tyrannosaurus attack. Finally, they're all reunited and stronger than ever, ready to face any predators. Before Orion moves the herd to a place where they will spend the rest of the dry season, there is one more place for them to visit. The scent of the sea breeze drifts through the air. The sound of waves crashing against the wet sand echoes across the land. A place like no other, where the dense forest gives way to the ocean, and sea salt settles on the trees that stand at the edge. It is here that the miragaia wander, drawn to meet their extraordinary companions, the Rhamphorhynchus. These friendly flyers are excellent pest pickers and often tag along with both herbivores and carnivores. Poor Ramfy must be confused. Perhaps it's thinking, what is this weird creature doing? It'll take a while before they all get used to each other, after all. The miragaia's spikes can be quite intimidating. The journey here took them 2 weeks, and now Olen is almost a teenager. She's already shedding her juvenile coat into bright, vibrant colors characteristic of females. Time to enjoy a personal spa day. But of course, Olen being Olen, just can't stop her mischievous play. Time to show them her new trick. Way to go, Olen. You ruined the spa day. A day later, it's time to move. In this region of Gondwa, the impact of the dry season is less visible. The steady sea breeze helps maintain atmospheric moisture, while the local flora has adapted remarkably. Many species here bloom throughout the year. Natural rock formations act as filters, removing excess salt from groundwater and forming a small reservoir of fresh, drinkable water. This vital resource draws the miragaia to the area every year, offering not only hydration, but also an opportunity to increase the size of their herd. A new challenge lies ahead for Olen. If she wants to stay with the herd longer, she must prove to her mother that she will be submissive towards her. The best way to do this is by gifting food. It seems like pine cones isn't exactly what she expected. But fear not, Dad is here to give her a tiny hint about Mom's favorite food. She watches and learns, quickly catching the hint. Those aren't white flowers, but they smell nice. Perhaps they'll do. Mom seems to be pleased. Now the role of Olen's teacher falls to Orion. The males will not interfere in the development of their bond, choosing instead to observe it passively. Yet together, they will still protect Olen. The herd is successfully keeping most predators at bay, allowing them to fulfill their roles as parents. Life took its toll at the start of the breeding season, only to repay Orion and Otis with renewed strength. As the months pass, soon turning into years, our herd returns once more to the same place, seeking shelter from yet another dry season. Olen survived this tough journey. She has matured and will stay by her mother's side until the next breeding season arrives, when she will be forced to leave this herd. As the dry season comes to an end, they start to travel back to the place where it all began. For Olen, these are the final days with her family herd. When the males begin courtship rituals with her mother, Orion will be forced to drive Olen away, so that the young female may one day form a herd of her own. But it seems that before this can happen, one final trial awaits her, because the herd has been followed for quite some time now. Both females turn, alerted by the warning calls, and despite all odds, Olen survived. Lonely for a while, she eventually found her place in this world. She has brought a new generation to Gondwa's brutal world. And she will continue to do so far into the future.